Good Tuesday evening, October 29th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The city of Wenatchee's 4 million gallon water reservoir on the corner of Okanogan Avenue and Gehr Street is at the end of its life. A Wenatchee man is charged with 9 sex offenses for allegedly molesting a child in his home. Wet and cooler weather expected through the week, so bundle up for Halloween. All your local weather details are straight ahead. The brother of a convicted drug dealer was sentenced Monday for his part in the scheme to sell cocaine, fentanyl, and Xanax in the Wenatchee Valley. Douglas County Judge Brian Huber ordered 21-year-old Jordan Allen Rivera Martinez to serve 1 year and a day in jail after pleading guilty to drug possession with intent to distribute. He's the younger brother of Brian Mariano Rivera Martinez, who's now serving 5 years in prison for manufacturing illicit drugs and possession with intent. During that investigation, police said they found 15 grams of cocaine, 28 counterfeit fentanyl pills, and other materials in Jordan Rivera Martinez's bedroom at the East Wenatchee house he and his brother shared. Douglas County prosecutors dropped 2 additional drug charges in exchange for Jordan's plea. The city of Wenatchee's 4 million gallon water reservoir on the corner of Okanogan Avenue and Gehr Street is at the end of its life. According to NCWLIFE News media partner, the Wenatchee World, the Wenatchee City Council approved a service contract to replace the reservoir on Thursday. The council's agenda report says the reservoir's floor joints leak and the roof has some weather and reinforcing corrosion damage. City utility planner Darcy Ronning said the goal is to begin construction on the new reservoir between 2028 and 2030, which is estimated to cost around $18 to $20 million. The council approved a $400,000 contract with Bellevue-based Stantec Consulting Services for the project. The federal government is offering up to $10,000 for information on the illegal killing of a gray wolf outside the Okanogan County town of Twisp. The carcass of the female adult wolf was found southwest of the city on October 20th. That poaching follows the October 6th discovery of a male gray wolf killed in Klickitat County. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says it will grant a reward for information leading to an arrest or conviction in each case. The gray wolf is a federally protected animal in the western 2/3 of Washington. Penalties for willfully harming an endangered animal range up to a year in jail and a $50,000 criminal fine. Attention all ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. A minor street closure will take place this Thursday as the Wenatchee Downtown Association once again hosts Trick or Treat on the Avenue for Halloween. From 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., the portion of Wenatchee Avenue from 2nd Street to Rondo Avenue will be closed to create a safe trick-or-treating space for the community. Costumed kiddos can enjoy fun and candy from a number of downtown businesses. When we come back, Chelan County today passed an ordinance to control homeless encampments on county property, and the Apple Blossom Festival is officially seeking royalty candidates for 2025. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
If you live in Douglas County, this message is for you.
Hi, I'm Randy Agnew, the current mayor of Rock Island, and I'm running for Douglas County Commissioner, District 2. I believe the government is supposed to serve the people, and as an elected official, it is my job to make sure that it does. I have a proven track record doing exactly that as the mayor of Rock Island over the last 8 years, and successfully serving on many boards. A vote for me will bring that same leadership and commitment to all of Douglas County.
Paid for by Douglas County First.
Hi, this is Brad Hawkins, and I'm running to be your next Chelan County Commissioner. I'm very proud to have grown up in Wenatchee, and now to be raising a family of my own here. From Washington Elementary to Washington State Capitol, I've gained valuable experiences in my life and career, and I look forward to bringing it to the county. Serving as a county commissioner is a complex job. We need and deserve a proven, experienced leader. I'd be honored to have your vote.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Let your voice be heard. I'm former Chelan County Sheriff Brian Burnett, and I'd like to be your District 12 State Representative in Olympia. With my extensive experience in law enforcement, I'm eager to serve you to ensure your community and neighborhood public safety. I intend to safeguard and improve your quality of life. I support your private property rights, lowering your tax burden, helping small business to thrive, fiscal responsibility, and your public safety.
Paid for by the committee to elect Brian Burnett for State Representative.
Chalan County today passed an ordinance to control homeless encampments on county property. Commissioners Kevin Overbay and Sean Smith voted to adopt the new law, which would allow sheriff's deputies to trespass those who camp on county property without permission. The county's third governing commissioner, Tiffany Gehring, was absent. The city of Wenatchee has a similar code that goes into effect on Friday. Commissioners say they'll now begin working through policies on how to enact the law. Overbay says the goal is to offer social services, including possible options for housing, to anyone trespassed under the law.
Well, the thing is this, I think that it gives us an opportunity to protect public lands. It also gives us the opportunity again to have those, to have that face-to-face with those individuals that may be in need of services and provide them the opportunity to accept those services that we currently have in our community for those folks that maybe fall into that category.
A Wenatchee man is charged with 9 sex offenses for allegedly molesting a child in his home. 40-year-old Juan Antonio Silva was arrested last week on a Chelan County warrant charging him with attempted rape, third-degree child rape, voyeurism, and related offenses. Wenatchee police say Silva assaulted a teenage victim in his household multiple times while she slept. He was allegedly caught in the act by a witness and recorded images of the victim during the acts on his own phone. Police say DNA evidence also supports the charges. Silva is due to be arraigned on November 4th. He remains held in the Chelan County Jail on $150,000 bond. Forest managers are working to complete prescribed burning plans ahead of wet and wintry weather. The U.S. Forest Service began burning today in the Entiat Ranger District, putting the torch to 266 acres of piles from its forest health projects. Over in the Wenatchee River Ranger District, crews continued their work of burning 600 to 800 acres of piles. Forest health projects like these are designed to clear out the flammable understory of local woodlands, promoting healthier trees and heading off destructive megafires. The Apple Blossom Festival is officially seeking royalty candidates for 2025. Senior girls from the East Mon and Wenatchee school districts, whether in private or public school, with interest in vying for one of the 3 Apple Blossom royalty crowns, must attend one of 3 upcoming meetings with a parent or guardian. The meetings will take place at noon, 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. at the Wenatchee Convention Center on November 5th and cover important information about the pageant process for all interested royalty candidates. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we'll hear from Chelan County Commissioner candidates Brad Hawkins and Flint Hartwig. Bundle up and bring the rain gear if you're headed out for Halloween on Thursday. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Check out clubcrowcashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets.
During the time I have served as your commissioner, the PUD has paid down more than $700 million in debt. I've worked hard to keep power rates low and utility services reliable. More than 80% of the county residents have access to high-speed fiber. I'm a real believer in local collaboration, in decision-making to get things done on behalf of all residents, and decisions made creating the best outcomes for the most people for the longest period. Thank you for your vote on November 5th.
Are you a good listener? Do you stay curious when exploring conflicts? Can you manage emotions in stressful situations? Do you want to help people create solutions that work for each person's needs, lives, and culture? We need people like you to learn to be volunteer mediators, and we're here to help. Contact your local dispute resolution center to discuss your interests and learn about training opportunities.
Well, we're just 1 week away from the close of voting. You have until November 5th to return your ballot to your local elections office. NCWLIFE News spent several hours interviewing candidates for local office, including Brad Hawkins and Flint Hartwig, both running for Chelan County Commissioner. You can find those full interviews at ncwlife.com. In tonight's feature story, we asked for the candidates' feelings on a proposal last year to provide safe needle exchanges for people suffering addiction in the Wenatchee Valley, which was strongly opposed by commissioners in both Chelan and Douglas counties.
In my extended family, we've been touched with drug addiction, and I have a ton of compassion for these folks. And I think about it this way, like, what would it take for the three of us to become homeless drug addicts in the street? Well, you'd have to lose hope first, and then it would be a steady decline. Then you'd find this little out, right? And that is to get high and forget about the world for a while. That's terrible, but I can't point anywhere in the U.S. where additional programs like this have functioned at a high level to get people off the streets. We need opportunity, and I think that when people are hopeless and they don't feel like the juice is worth the squeeze, that's how you end up in those positions. So it's tough love. You know, I don't think that any form of program that enables is going to be successful. I think that we do need to provide other avenues for opportunity, because once you get a couple wins yourself and you feel what it is to better your life, and you get the results of that, that's how you decide on your own that life is worth living and you want to do this other thing instead. Somebody coming around just giving you more stuff, and you know, it feels good to the person doing it. Half the time when we're handing cash to homeless people, a lot of times, if we're really honest with ourselves, would you do it if nobody was watching? That's why they always stand on a very busy street corner and stuff. And it makes you feel good to do it. But you're voting with your dollar. You're literally saying, I'm okay with this. And that's not where I line up.
I do not support needle exchange programs, and I believe the advocates that do are too quick to make that sort of a first option. And it was highly contentious when we were debating that provision in the Washington State Senate. I think we need to look at plenty of additional wraparound services to address those needs. And the homelessness issue is a major issue here. I want to commend the City of Wenatchee and City of East Wenatchee. They did create some revenue streams to help address the issue, and the pallet shelters and the RV park and other things. I believe that is helping significantly, but there's still a homeless presence that we see, but it sort of still isolates that homeless population. The thing that we need to make sure of, and this is what I would support as county commissioner, is not doing things to attract visitor homeless or homeless tourism. But we do need to address this issue and continue to do so head on with more compassion for our local community homeless. And if we can support more wraparound services, but it's really costly. And so when you think about homeless issues, it's not just an issue of affordable housing, it's perhaps more so an issue of mental health and substance abuse. But what I ask people is, think about the situation. What if the person you see is your neighbor's daughter, or in my case, when I was recently driving down South Wenatchee Avenue and I saw a homeless person and I recognized it was someone I graduated from Wenatchee High School with. So we do need to continue to stay on this, not only for community protection, but to support people getting clean if it's possible.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a fantastic Tuesday, and it was a typical fall day out there for this time of year. We had lots of sunshine this morning, but as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera, and this is mid-afternoon, you can see the clouds beginning to roll in over the Cascades, and that is all ahead of a big storm system that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But your Halloween forecast only 2 days away, and it's going to be a little bit wet and cooler. We are talking temperatures only in the mid to upper 40s for highs on Thursday and about a 60% chance of rain showers. But we will update that, of course, as we get closer to Thursday. So keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Today, not too bad. As I mentioned, a typical fall day. 56 out there, our unofficial high. 53 is where we should be for this time of year. And our record high, boy, beautiful, 68 degrees. And that was set in 2012. 37 this morning, right in line with where we should be for an overnight low. 36 is normal. And our record low, it was a chilly one in 2019 of 20 degrees. We are now at 3.73 inches of precipitation for the year. We did pick up almost 1/10 of an inch on Sunday, but we're still almost 2 inches behind where we should be for this time of year. Sunrise 7:41 this morning, and it sets tonight at 5:47. All right, taking a look at temperatures for your Wednesday, and they are going to be cooler out there. At least some folks will hit the 50s. Moses Lake, afraid of 52. Quincy will be right at 50. Omak, rather, at 51 degrees. And then all points west, we will see temperatures anywhere from the mid-40s to the upper 40s. Wenatchee will be around 47 degrees for a high tomorrow. So get ready for about 10 degrees cooler in our temperatures tomorrow. Tonight, increasing clouds. We've been seeing that throughout the day, and there's that big storm that's going to rumble through our state over the next 24 hours. Lows tonight in the mid-30s, so about where we should be for this time of year. And here we go, Wednesday, cloudy, a 90% chance of rain, and this is our evening hours. We could even see some snow falling with some of that rain on Wednesday, mainly because highs only probably in the mid-40s for your Wednesday. On Thursday, here's Halloween, and our area of low pressure will slide to the south, and that's going to bring some more clouds and about a 60% chance of rain our way for Thursday. Highs again, it's going to be chilly, so bundle up those kids late in the afternoon, mid-40s for highs. For Friday, more storminess. We will see about a 50% chance of rain. Once again, snow in the Cascades. High temperatures on Friday, a little bit warmer though, near 50, as we will see more of a southerly flow of air as we get into the weekend as well. High pressure also returns out on the Pacific by the time we get to Saturday. Partly cloudy. Going to remain on the cool side though, with our Saturday high right around 50 degrees. As we get you into the end of the weekend, not a bunch change compared to Saturday. We'll see mostly sunny skies on Sunday. We'll call it fair out there with high temperatures in the low 50s, which will be about normal for this time of year. And then getting you into our Monday, temperatures will once again drop just a little bit, low 50s, I should say go up just a little bit to the low 50s, but our next area of storminess is going to move through our low up into Canada, cold front extending down from that, 30% chance of rain, high on Monday in the low 50s. Here's your 7-day forecast, 35 overnight tonight, and then a rainy period Wednesday, Thursday, and for Friday, 90% Wednesday, 60 on Thursday, 50% on Friday, highs in that period, 45 to 50 degrees. And then we'll see some more sun as we get into the upcoming weekend. A little bit warmer too, with highs jumping back to around 50, and then more rain showers as we get to next Monday, 30% chance of it with high temperatures of 51. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
The Seattle Kraken will try to snap a 3-game losing streak north of the border today. Seattle's in Montreal to face the Canadiens, the game being broadcast on Kong TV. Now, even though Jessica Campbell has been coaching with the Kraken for several months, the hockey world is just cluing into the fact Seattle has the first ever female coach in the NHL. Shane Wright says she is just another quality coach.
This is awesome. I mean, Jess just wants the best for us. She just wants us to be better. She's always, out there looking to help us out. She's always out there early on the ice and out there later, passing us pucks and, getting us whatever help we need. And, she's been a great, help for me, and she's really someone who I can trust, and really someone that's really helped my game out a lot.
Campbell has risen through the ranks alongside head coach Dan Bilesma after the two teamed up to coach the Kraken development team at Coachella Valley. She says she focuses on helping in player development.
Yeah, the nature of the American Hockey League, obviously, it's the best development league in the world. So to work with those guys at the start of their careers, really, and every player has a different pathway of getting here, and so each of them had a unique path, and my job was to support them and really just help unlock the potential that they had to get to this level. So I love being on the ice. I love that, my background as a skating coach, skills coach, really, I think, amplified the impact that I could have on them, but they did the work. At the end of the day, they showed up. I was there to support them and just be there to push them, but also to build them up. And so I think as much as, there's probably reasons why we're all here, I think that they are exactly where they need to be, and I'm proud of them, and I'm proud to be here too with them.
Coach Bilesma is excited for Campbell that she has this opportunity and hopes she's just the first of many female coaches in the NHL.
Just as a coach, her ability to communicate with the players, relate with the players, get in the ground, so to work in their games and identify what they can get better at, what they can improve on to be at their best. And for 2 years in CV, she did a great job of that. And full confidence she can do it at the National Hockey League level.
This is the first of a 5-game road trip for Seattle over the next week. Well, the Seahawks once again are spending the week trying to repair what happened in an ugly loss at home. Their third straight at home, by the way. Coach Mike McDonald met with the media Monday after reviewing film of the 31-10 loss to Buffalo and said it was a complete domination by the Bills.
It confirms a lot of what we felt like during the game is, hey, we faced a really good football team. We did not play our best football by any stretch, all three phases. And you go back and go through kind of the series of events. It felt like in order for us to win that game, you have to capitalize on the opportunities when they present themselves. We didn't do that on offense or defense earlier in the game. Special teams didn't have as many opportunities to affect the game until later, and we got out of whack there at the end. So, and that's how a game ends up 31-10. So it's disappointing, obviously. Being at home, being 2-3 at home throughout the year, it's disappointing where we're at. We definitely expect better, but meeting with the staff this morning and watching the tape and having another plan of attack this week. Just optimistic and just want to everybody there's belief. There is belief and a faith in the men that normally sit in this room and on all of our coaches, and we're going to attack the heck out of this week, and we're going to have a great week and be ready to play the Rams.
The Seahawks ranked 29th out of 32 teams in the NFL in rushing offense, averaging just 89 yards per game on the ground. McDonald says they're struggling making the blocks early in games to get the running game started.
When we're carrying a bunch of run schemes, some of the details and the targeting and where we're IDing it, trying to get the run off the ground is really where we've fallen short. So we need to do a better job of getting Ken going. Just give him some more space and let him do his thing. When we've had a productive run game, which has been inconsistent, but it has shown that it's been productive throughout the year. I think that's the common denominator right now, is where we can get a hat on a hat, account for everybody in the box, keeping it simple, and getting the ball to 9 as quickly as possible.
Seattle's also averaging nearly the bottom of the league against the rush. As a defensive coach, McDonald is taking it personally to help change their approach to make sure it improves.
The whole operation right now is not good enough. And that's showing up on tape, and that's my job to make sure our process is good. I think our guys are ready to play. I think we try to prepare them the best we can, but all things are kind of on the table. And when things aren't going the way you want it on Sundays, you have to say, okay, Monday through Saturday, process-wise, are we doing some things? So we'll continue to tweak our process and how we put guys in different positions and front structures and personnel groups. All those things will be on the table.
Seattle will host the LA Rams Sunday at Lumen Field. That game at 1:25, and it will be broadcast on Fox. Here's the girls' prep soccer schedule for tonight. Ephrata plays at Sela, while Quincy's visiting East Valley. Cashmere's on the road at Zilla. Cascade is hosting Omak. The 7 o'clock games tonight have Wenatchee at Eastmont, while Moses Lake is visiting Eisenhower. It's a busy night in district playoff volleyball. The District 6 2B tournament is at Omak High School, where Okanogan faces Tenasket. Liberty Bell and Manson face off tonight at 7. The District 6 1B tournament is in Waterville and Etiat today. Pateras faces Moses Lake Christian at Waterville, while Wilson Creek takes on Soap Lake in Etiat. Later at 7, Waterville Mansfield hosts Cascade Christian, while Etiat entertains Thorpe. In regular season play, Cashmere visits Zilla at 6:30. Moses Lake hosts Eisenhower at 7, while Eastmont is at Wenatchee. Now, speaking of which, NCW Life Channel will be courtside to broadcast tonight's match between the Panthers and Wildcats. I'll be with your pregame at about 6:50. Wenatchee celebrating senior night tonight. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at NCWLIFE.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@NCWLIFE.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.